He continues in verses 2 to 3 to warn us against being led astray by counterfeit Christianities, by teachers or communities that look like Christianity, that sound like Christianity, but in reality are a fraud, a deception that threatens either to seduce us but to place our hope in something other than Christ, or that causes us to doubt whether the genuine article is real, whether Christ is really enough. And so rejoicing in Jesus, delighting and being satisfied in Him, that is what guards us from going astray. That's what guards us from going astray. And so let's look at his specific warning, this urgency of gospel faithfulness in verses 2 to 3. And notice first in verse 2, notice the repetition and the sharp words that Paul uses here. Look out for the dogs. Look out for the evildoers. Look out for those who mutilate the flesh. For we are the circumcision who worship by the Spirit of God and glory in Christ Jesus and put no confidence in the flesh. So he gives this threefold warning against the counterfeits here, followed by a threefold description of what the real deal looks like. And the tone that he uses here is not exactly warm and friendly, right? He's not exactly gentle. He's pretty agitated and upset. And it shows in kind of the punchy, blunt staccato of his words and the sharpness of the words that he's chosen. I mean, and as you step back and think about the book of Philippians so far, it feels a little bit out of character for the book, right? I mean, this is a really happy book. And Paul's been pretty happy throughout it despite horrible circumstances. And so, he's been talking so much about humility and love and unity. It's more than a little shocking to then turn the page and read these kind of punchy words. It doesn't necessarily sound very humble, right? I mean, Paul sounds pretty judgy here. And I'm pretty sure he could have come up with kinder words to describe his opponents than dogs and evildoers and mutilators, right? He's not trying too hard here to be nice. Well, there's a reason for that, right? The unity that Paul speaks of throughout the book of Philippians, that unity is not won or maintained by throwing out the truth. Rather, it's a unity that comes by being bound together in the truth of Jesus. There can be no unity with a counterfeit because it's not the real deal.